Hi, thank you for joining me. You are greatly appreciated. I am very humbled and thankful to be joined with you guys today. I'm so thankful for you guys watching this content. I hope you enjoy it. I'm thankful for the thumbs up, like, shares, and subscribes. You are so greatly appreciated in ways you may not even know. So please continue to like, share, and subscribe. And again, you are appreciated. Okay. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about this experience I've had recently. And then I'll get into a verse that led me to come on here. And hopefully I tie it all in together kind of for you. I was checking some of my comments. I needed to go through some of my comments, and I came across, some good, some bad, whatever. I'm focusing on the positive, okay? Focusing on the positive now. And I came across, a couple comments that I could just feel the energy from, the good and the bad energy, but I was focusing on the positive energy, and I felt this beautiful soul, this beautiful energy from a few people. But I'm only going to talk about a couple. But one really touched me. She was talking about how, and I'm not going to give any names. She was talking about how Mother Nature has really taught her spirituality and, stuff like that. And we responded to each other. And, I could really feel her beautiful soul. You know what I mean? And she's from a whole nother country. And it's we are so more connected, you guys, than sometimes we take time to see or appreciate or even know or feel or experience in so many different ways. And of course, some of you do, know and experience and feel that, but even for myself, I've always felt energy from people. I could walk into a room and feel people's energy, good or bad. And I could walk into a room and, sometimes feel like I changed the energy for people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this yourselves. And I know I say, you know what I'm saying a lot. My grandma used to get on me a lot for that. And I just mean are you understanding me? Am I explaining myself well? And I say if and or when a lot. I got to stop that. If and or when. I always say if or when this happens, or, just who I am. So anyways, so I've always been able to feel energy, etc. And there's a lot of you who can too, right? And I've always been very intuitive. And it really for the betterment of others. Because, even in my situations, I've ignored red flags. I see things coming and, close my eyes for some stuff sometimes. So the woman was talking about nature. And that's something that I feel like God's really been calling people. I mean, he always is talking to us. He's always been calling us to do these things. He's always working, he's always working on us. He's always working. Sometimes I say God's really working. He's always working, I don't always mean things literally. I just mean that I'm really feeling something in that time, but he's always working. And, I feel like he's, where some of us are starting maybe to notice more, should be the way I say it. Notice more. He's really calling us to nature. He's really calling us to appreciate the smaller things in life, Myself, I was always working and in the car and with the air conditioner and, in the facility building of the work environment. And I didn't really get out in nature. I didn't really have time either. But, I was always so busy, in the car, in the vehicle, at home, at work, in the facility, stuff like that. And he's really called a lot of us to get out in nature more, Nature's so healing, you guys. It's so healing. We are so connected to everything he's created, it's like, I don't know, in the video I was saying, like, I felt like the birds were encouraging me and talking to me. And like, I feel like the birds are like your messengers, or, we all have things that we're connected to. I'm really connected to animals. I'm so excited, off topic, but I got my cats to stay without a clicker. I just use my hand movements and practice, and my cats, I got them to stay. I finally, little things. I'm starting to appreciate the little things. And, well, one's my cat, one's my daughter's, but, I trained them both. Anyways, and so I felt her beautiful soul. And there was like another person that I could feel their energy in a positive way. And it like literally gave me chills. And I felt like something so good is like coming in that person's life. And a lot of times, like, we look at blessings and stuff like financial blessings and stuff like God's blessing us and bringing breakthroughs in our lives in so many ways, like, and lessons we're learning, and things that he's teaching us to do and appreciate, and things that he's like removing out of our lives. It's just so many different ways for everyone. It's not always financial. Yes, of course, sometimes it's financial. Yes, sometimes it's like a healing or health breakthrough or blessing. Sometimes it's like a renewal of our minds, breakthrough or blessing. It's a beautiful thing. So I would suggest, like, definitely getting out in nature, you guys. I know a lot of you already are, and that's good. Keep it up. And for some of you who are trying to get back into it, like myself, get out there again. It's just like you appreciate the little things so much more. I appreciate little things so much more. I feel so much more connected. Like, I've always felt connected to people and stuff in a certain way, but like the energy, the spirit in me is just, and I know some of you know this. I know some of you know the feeling is just so beautiful. Like, it's just amazing. Go on a bike ride. Go sit in your backyard. Go to a park and read a book. Walk barefoot in the grass. Hug a tree. So my point is that we're also connected in a lot of ways. We're connected to a lot of things, your animals, of course, your family members, friends, loved ones, etc., to nature, because it's like, that's God's creation and it lasts so much longer. We buy these gadgets and devices and stuff, and, yeah, we love them and we enjoy them and all that good stuff. But like, the next year there's already a new one. You know what I mean? The next year there's already a new one. We're always trying to like keep up, and it's like, just even enjoying little things, they last so much longer. And so I had done a shorts earlier, and someone commented on it. And I have my like routine when I get up, things I got to do, this and that. We got stuff we got to do and take care of throughout the day, right? And I just happened to see the comment, and the shorts that I did, what was it? Look at this. Yeah, it was like a Palms 31:4. Yeah, Palms 31:4, and it was like, God is our what is it? Yeah, God is our deliverer. Yeah. Let me make sure I'm telling you right. Palms 31 verse 4. Yeah. And I titled it, God is our deliverer, something like that. And I got this comment, and it was Proverbs 1 verse 17. And I think this is the NIV version, because I just looked it up. And it said, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. And what it's saying is like basically to get away from temptation, run from sin or danger. And how like say a hunter's setting a trap for the bird. And if the bird sees it, the bird's not going to like go and get in the trap, you know? It's like there's no point in setting a trap in the sight of the bird, in front of the bird, you know? Kind of to try to sum it up in a way. And funny thing is about that, another thing that connects it to it is I had fed my pets, but I kept saying I'm going to go feed the birds, right? Because I feed the birds sometimes. And it's something that I'm starting to do more often. And I got the message that I put out earlier. And so I ran and I wanted to do the message because I like saw 911 and all this stuff. So I ran and I needed to do the message. And then after the message, I was going to go start the other stuff I needed to do for the day, right? And then I saw that comment. And I was like, oh, I know it wasn't about going and feeding my birds, but it was talking about birds. And so it reminded me, oh yeah, I need to go feed the birds. I said I was going to feed the birds. And so it's just like little things, like God talks to us in so many ways. We just have to like be open to it. We have to be like aware of it. We have to be connected. You know what I mean? We have to be connected. How we do that is building a relationship with him, spending time with him, doing our purpose that he's called us to do, helping others, you know, self-love, forgiveness, all kinds of things, you guys, reading our Bibles, you know, praying, talking to God. Because I even consider like prayer when I talk to God, because I like talk to him all the time. I'm always, you know, trying to make sure that I'm getting things correctly, that he sends to me, and getting confirmations on things as much as possible. And let me tell you, like, I was kind of, I try to always get so many confirmations and things, but sometimes like God wants me to move. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, I'm telling you this, be confident, like do it. You know what I'm saying? And he sent me a video, and you'll know when stuff's for you. And like it was on the topic, you guys. Like God is always right on time. Like he sent me a video confirming some stuff that I had put out, you know? And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, you know, I had already gotten confirmations on it, but he's like, because of some things that I was allowing to happen, and I did a video just kind of putting it out about that just before this. And it was like, you know, trust your instinct. And I know he's talking to me too, but I know he's talking to so many other people too. And he's like, and he sent me a video confirming stuff that he's told me to do that I've done, but to like reassure me. And, you know, he for him to even bother, sometimes I think like with me, it's just like a blessing in itself. Like for him to try to like reassure me, like it's just, I'm so grateful for it. Cause like I was kind of feeling like, oh, and he's like, no, you know, it's okay. You know what I mean? You're on the right path. Like, I don't know. It's just a beautiful thing. So like what I'm trying to say is like blessings and breakthroughs come in through so many ways, like lessons and experiences and healing and good health and renewal of your mind. And it's not just always financial, but of course, yes, it's financial and just a lot of things. But like, I just say like whatever God's speaking on your heart or telling you to do, or when he gives you messages and it convicts you, you will know, like you will know, you will feel it. You will get convicted of it. You will feel it. You will know that it's something that you've been praying on and asking him to confirm or asking him for in your life. You know, so many things. And I just ask that, like, I'm working on it too, like, be obedient, you know, because obedience over sacrifice. And there's a Bible verse about that, but I don't know it by offhand. But, you know, it's so many things are important. I get faith is important. I get trust is important. I get there's, washing away your sins is important. I get that. There's so many things that are important. And obedience is one of them too, And I just ask that you guys are obedient, follow his commandments and, trust your gut and believe in yourself. Like really believe in yourself. So I just wanted to say that, but I want to give you this verse that he gave to me, and he wanted me to come on. Now, this is the NIV version. I did read it in the KJV version, and for some reason I wanted to look it up in the NIV version because I'm really interested in getting that Bible. That's New International Version, if I'm correct. And I don't know why I feel like called to. Eventually, that's next on my list. My nails is one too because they're just getting long and I just need to get them cleaned up. But anyways, enough of me. Okay, so this is Psalms 121 verse 1. And I read it in the KJV version, but then I wanted to look it up in the NIV version. And the NIV version says, I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. Wow, he does not slumber nor sleep, you guys. Woo! He's always watching over you. All of us. Isn't that? We are so blessed just with that, Look how fortunate we are. We're fortunate that we made it home in that crazy traffic from work, to and from work a lot of days. God performs miracles every day. He is always working. He is always watching, Sometimes you feel it more than others, maybe because we're connected more, maybe because we're more aligned more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's something that's regarding you or someone in your life or someone on this channel for me. Sometimes that's what it is. I feel so connected because it's like something's going on for someone that's going to watch this video or who has, one of the subscribers to our channel, But he neither slumbers nor sleeps. And I'd be complaining about my sleep. And then when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try. I'm not perfect at it. I'm going to try not to complain about not getting my sleep lately, Because he neither slumbers nor sleeps. And nothing's changed for me lately. It's all been the same. But you know what has changed? Like my outlook on things, my positivity. Like I feel so, I don't know, energized, and nothing's changed, just the way I feel. So something has changed, but the way I feel has changed. It's just amazing. And I know a lot of you feel like this too. And I hope to encourage a lot of you to keep seeking God's face. Keep with all your heart, seek him. Read your Bible, pray, spend time with him, even just talking with him. When you're in your car, driving to or from work or whatever you're doing, He wants to build a relationship with you. And I know a lot of you already have a relationship with him too. I know you do. But keep building it. I'm going to keep building it. We keep going. And we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're human. And God knows that, But, man, he neither sleeps nor slumbers. And I'd be complaining about my sleep when I don't get my sleep. I'd be complaining about my sleep. And if I'm hungry, or if I don't get my sleep, I'm not very enjoyable to be around. To be honest, let's be honest, But that's something that, I'm going to try to do better at. Not complaining about that, but not trying to complain about things in general. Trying to just handle what I can, things that are within my control. And you know what? God is in control. I'm just going to let him handle the rest, So, what else do I want to say? God is our watchman. How fortunate are we? How blessed are we that he watches over us all the time? I mean, that's a blessing right there. And I'm just so thankful to you guys, you know. I just wanted to come on here and give that message. And I thank that person who gave that comment, because one, it reminded me to feed the birds, because I would have started doing other stuff. And that's another way God is talking to you. I'm telling you, he talks to you in so many different ways. We just got to pay attention. Through people, through movies, through so many things, through, you know, music, and just so many things. Through messengers, pastors, preachers, evangelists, apostles. You know something else I wanted to say, since we're kind of on the nature thing? It's something that I when you see those commercials, you know, those commercials with pets and they're like hurt and all that stuff, man, that like breaks my heart. But you know, those people who take care of those pets and, you know, we bring them back to recovery and bathe them and feed them and love them and, you know, care for them in whatever form that's needed. You know, if they have injuries and whatnot, those people are such a blessing. Because I would be crying, because I cry when I see the commercial or something. I just can't handle it. You know, oh, it breaks my heart. And those people are like so kind and loving at one time, but they have so much strength at the same time, you know, to help that pet recover. Because like I said, I'd just be crying like, oh my God, you know. But I just want to thank those people, all those people who help animals and nature in every way that you do. Like, you guys are a blessing. You have a beautiful soul. Thank you. And another thing is, like, when it comes to kids or our senior citizen community, like, that stuff really, I mean, anytime people are hurt, I don't like to see it, you know, or when something happens to people. None of us do. I'm not saying you guys do or any other people. I know a lot of you feel this way too, but, you know, when people who help children and they help the senior citizen community, it's just like they are just such kind, loving people. And I thank you for that. You are such a blessing. And I feel like sometimes people forget about the elderly, you know? I know some are not easy to deal with sometimes, you know? Stuck in their ways and stubborn. You know, we all can be that way, but especially as we get older, you know? But I just want to thank all those people, because, like, you are so kind and loving and strong at the same time, because, like, a lot of times you deal with death due to these circumstances, and that's so hard to deal with. And, you know, it's so hard to see that person or that animal or whatever maybe the situation in that type of circumstance. And then here you come in and lend a helping hand and heal and love and help them in whatever way they may need. And we are so fortunate to have beautiful souls, beautiful spirits like you, like that here on earth. So I just really want to thank you. And I just wanted to say, like, God is always working, and you know, and he's always trying to talk to us. He's always cautioning us, but it's for us to, like, do what we have to do to see those warnings, those cautions, to be aware of them, you know, to pay attention. Even if it's not cautions, you know, whatever it may be. Because he talks to us in so many ways. And, like, yeah, people will say, like, yeah, we're protected and this and that, but, like, God will teach us lessons if we don't listen. Like, he will allow us to stumble or fall so that we run back to him, so that we are obedient, so we allow him to guide us in our lives, so we turn to him, you know, in our lives first, you know. So that we can learn from these experiences and stuff in our lives, and hopefully not repeat them again, or at least so many times, so we can give testimony to help others, you know? And there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time to speak and there's a time to be silent. And like with knowledge and wisdom, we start to learn these things and start to apply them to our lives. And that's all from God. So I just wanted to come on here and say that. And I thank you all again so very much. Prayers and blessings to you. Bye.